Welcome to Mr. Giant Reacts and Ting and Ting and Ting. We are going to listen to a song here, Bijelo Dugme, and I believe the person singing is someone named Tifa. And this is a heartbreak song. And I got the translation of the title, but I don't remember it now. But this is a heartbreak song. It's a man who is after a relationship that ended, and he's wondering what the vibe is. He's pining pretty much on the relationship and what it was and how good it was, and now he's all alone with no vibes. Let's go ahead and YouTube with some simmer and check out the singing and the melody and the lyrics of this one. Okay, I like that start. Has a haunting type of vibe to it. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect how it would break out into this. Let's hear that voice now.
Leto ide kako si. Jesi s kim si, da mi je znati. Koli mi te ugrijava, dok je zimus, snijeg padao, koli mi te naš mendiga, gdje si otišla. Rana ti je Jugoslavija. Baš me briga, nisi dijete, sve u korist tvoje.
I love that voice. Got that heavy brass section too. His voice has got that haunting, pain type of vibe to it, you know what I mean? But it's so beautiful that you don't really feel the pain. You feel the emotion of it, you know what I'm saying?
Zaklinjem se dušom I Bogom.
People are singing along, boy. Oh, listen to that trombone go in there. Oh, it's the tuba. Okay, okay, I like that. That voice, man, that voice is bringing out the emotion in the thing. And you know, with the backup music, it doesn't sound like it would be a heartbreak song, but his voice tells you it's a heartbreak song. And that's what's so cool of that. I've noticed something about Balkan music. Sometimes the background music is kind of whimsical sounding like, but the lyrics are sort of packed, jam packed with emotion. And that's pretty cool. That mixes something else because I know like in this region, the music kind of has to be really solemn for you to feel it because like, and of course the lyrics of how they're saying it too is different. Here, when you break up with somebody, or just in other parts of the world, it's like, hey, I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? It's people trying to tell themselves that they're gonna be all right. So they think they're motivating you, but it's not really motivation. It's just self healing that really doesn't work. No, and even in this song, he says something in the song that says, "But I'll be all right, you know. It's okay, you know. I might be pining now, but I'll be okay." And that's a stage in the whole breakup thing that everybody goes through, but it's just a stage. It's not the whole thing. You can't just tell yourself you're going to be all right and you're going to be all right. You first have to acknowledge that there's pain and then work with it to make it better. Because if you keep telling yourself you're all right, not that you're going to be all right, but that you're all right, that's just burying that hurt. And it's going to come out in other ways. It's going to come out in ways like you might meet somebody that's perfectly fine for you, but you can't see it because you tell yourself you're okay, but you're not okay because you're pretty much still hooked, not on the person in particular, but in the feeling of the breakup and how it happened and why it happened and all of that. You haven't resolved anything if you keep telling yourself, I'm okay, and you keep strutting around, you know what I mean? No, you're not okay, man, because you haven't dealt with the core issue, the pain that you're feeling. And I've run into a lot of people like that. And I'll be honest with you, when I myself broke up, at times I told myself, I'm okay, you know, I don't phase me none. And then at them quiet moments, it hit, and you're really down. And for some people, instead of acknowledging the fact that, hey, something is wrong here, you know what I mean? I'm not okay. They boost themselves back up by saying, I'm okay, and you know, just stifle all those feelings and keep going. What I did is, wow, I'm okay, man, I'm cool. And then those feelings come back again. And after a while, I decide, no, I'm not okay. There's something going on here. What do I need to do to move on? See where I'm going with this? And I'm just saying what works for me. So if you're not okay, acknowledge that you're not okay. It's all right to not feel okay. It's all right to feel not okay. It's what you do to fix that feeling of not feeling okay. I always say, and a lot of people disagree with me, it's okay to be depressed a little bit. It's knowing to pull yourself out of it, not with false bravado, but with a plan or an understanding that you have to make that feeling better. What do I need to do to make this feeling better? Sometimes you can't do it alone, you need help. Sometimes you could do it alone. Focusing on other things sometimes helps, it sometimes doesn't. But you have to get to that point where you go, I'm not okay. Why am I not okay? And even in this song, He said something about, I wonder who she spent winter with. See, that's an issue there. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. One of the things I did, and this is not me going, I'm okay or nothing like that. This is what. I don't care who she's with. If she's with somebody, that means she's living her life while I'm here pining over what she's doing. No. I'm going to go live too. And once you start living, new things start happening in your life, and you wouldn't think about it as much. And there's a really weird comparison. You ever notice when somebody passes on, you feel depressed, but as time as when time goes on, it gets less and less and less on your mind because you keep living. And I'm not saying it's not going to come back at some points and stuff like that. And the truth of the matter is, it's not going to come back as hard as it did when it first happened. It's going to come back. But it's going to be easier to deal with because it's not as hard as when it first happened. I'm old. And I think that's the human psyche way of dealing with things. Or else everybody would be depressed all the time with breakups, with passed on people, and things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this song. Well, enjoy. And I hope you're living your best life out there. You're taking care of yourself, realizing when it's time to admit when something is not right and deal with it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Please keep the comments coming. You all take care of each other. Let's bring some peace in this world, okay?